What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Lollipops to Die For. I'm your host, Stephanie, and this is my co-host,
Simona.
And today we're going to talk about the murdered by a handyman love affair. Let's get into this. So today we're talking about this horrible tragedy that happened to this poor woman. And it happened
Recently.
by a handyman. Well, I think it was about a year ago.
Was it?
Actually, I think it was about a year ago that it happened. So a handyman accused of stabbing a Queens mother 58 times, stuffing her body into her son's hockey bag, and leaving it on the side of the road was having an on and off affair with the victim. David Bonola, 44, of Queens, was taken into custody on charges of murder, and criminal tampering, and criminal possession of a weapon in the killing of Orsolya Gaal. Bonola was in an intimate relationship with Gaal for 2 years. He said there are no other suspects in her death at this time. Gaal, a 51-year-old mother of two, was found in a bag on the corner of Metropolitan Avenue and Jackie Robertson Parkway in Forest Hills shortly after 8 a.m. Saturday. Bonola had worked at Gaal's home for 2 years as a handyman. They had been off and on and had broken up prior, but had reunited early in the month of April. Their relationship was considered at an end. One official said, "It's not clear who initiated the breakup."
Well, based on what happened, we kind of know who initiated
who probably
the breakup.
did it.
The sad part is that he did it. So the timeline of the events happened like this. According to authorities, she attended the show Friday night at the Lincoln Center in Manhattan, then took the train back to Forest Hills. Gaal stopped at the local establishment about 11:20 p.m. before returning home an hour later. Bonola arrived at the residence between 12:30 and 12:40 a.m. He was either let in voluntarily or used the key he had knowledge about hidden in a barbecue. The pair argued in the basement and a knife was produced. So it happens. They were having a domestic-type dispute over their intimate relationship. Gaal was ruthlessly and brutally stabbed in the basement. She had 58 stab wounds to her neck, torso, arm, and hand, police sources previously said. The hand wounds were likely from attempts to fight off her attacker. Bonola put Gaal in her son's hockey bag and was captured on security camera footage wheeling the bag down 17th Avenue in Forest Hills. After disposing of her body, Bonola is believed to have fled through Forest Park. How is this guy having that much energy carrying 75 pounds? Where investigators believe they recovered his jacket. Detectives also found boots, a t-shirt, and bloody bandages at another undisclosed location. Bonola was treated for wounds to his hands at a hospital on Saturday.
So Gaal's husband, she was married, and eldest son were out of town on a trip at the time. NBC New York previously reported this. Their 13-year-old son was home and he was not involved in the attack. After detectives found her body in the bag, a trail of blood led them to her Juno Street home about a half a mile away. A knife believed to be used was recovered from the house. Police found Bonola Wednesday night as they were canvassing for more video footage in the case. He willingly came in for questioning and made incriminating statements. Officials said that he does not have any arrest history. According to social media posts, a profile for David Bonola appeared to leave flirtatious comments on Gaal's Facebook page in May 2020, writing in Spanish, "the most beautiful woman," and saying she had the look of love.
Oh, for Jesus. Gaal was last seen alive at the Forest Hill Station house. Pub manager Gabrielle Veras told NBC New York she had a Moscow Mule, had a bite to eat, and there was nothing unusual. She didn't seem frightened or scared or panicked. She was a very, very sweet regular. She left alone, and we were in shock the next day.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is, we know who initiated the breakup.
Right.
Based on what happened.
Right.
But so it happens on a logical level. You hire a handyman to do some work at your home, and you get a lover and a man that can handle breaking up with him, I guess.
Right.
I'm not saying it was her fault, but one, she shouldn't have gotten involved with this guy because you don't know who you hired.
Right.
And two, look what happened. He stabbed her. The weird part is not the stabbing. That he stabbed her 58 times, but then he put her in a hockey bag. Like, how cruel can you be?
Trying to get rid of the body.
Right.
And stabbing is also known as like a sign of passion.
Yeah.
Because it's very brutal.
It's
you take out all your frustrations, and that's why you end up being stabbed like 58 times.
Go home and stab the pillow instead. And he also, how the hell? He must have premeditated it, because think about it. They're in the basement. They end up in the basement fighting. Where in the basement do you keep knives?
Well, there's tools.
Yeah, but she was stabbed with a knife.
He probably had it already.
Right, that's why he premeditated it. Yeah. So that's why oh my God, poor thing. No, poor thing. You're an asshole. Look what you did. You left a family without their mother. Like, the kid has no mother now. Right. And a husband that's most likely in disbelief, like thinking, oh, I hired a handyman and I got a criminal that murdered my wife.
Well, don't have an affair.
Yes, also that.
Learn to close your legs. Close your legs to married men, right? Close your legs to married women.
But the sad part is, at the end of the day, this type of stuff happens every day. This is just a mere case of some, love affair gone wrong. Like, so it happens lately a lot.
Yeah.
And that still doesn't make people understand, work at things instead of just going and spreading your legs, like you said. So,
very true.
But thank you for watching and being with us on this roller coaster of love affairs.
Yep. And always remember, guys, the truth is always scarier.
Bye. Bye-bye.